Welcome back from the break. It's time for the second GP1 race here, sponsored by the bike insurer, and it's the Ram, John Ingram. He's had a fantastic day so far. In fact, he's had a great weekend. Nobody's got anywhere near him. Can Jenny Tinmouth get herself up there and challenging? A good first race for her. She's getting close on the lap times. And then, of course, we have the 2010 champion there, Phil Crowe, also looking to get himself on the podium. And lastly, certainly not least here, Carl Wilks. Carl's doing so well this season here on the Bournemouth Kawasaki. He'll be looking for a podium as well. Let's get back up in that commentary box. It's nice and warm there.
Certainly is. And here we are, ready to start the race then. John Ingram, pole position ahead of Jenny Tinmouth, Phil Crowe and Kyle Wilks on the left of your screen on that Bournemouth Kawasaki. The 19-year-old sponsored by Blink Legal. He won a GP1 race actually at the end of last season in Thundersport, but on a stock 600 in some pretty nasty conditions. But here we are at Donington, still pretty cold, and it's a good start by the looks of things from the Ram. John Ingram, will he lead? Jenny Tinmouth is looking to go up the inside, and Kyle Wilks was somewhere there or thereabouts also. Phil Crowe just trying to find a way through into fourth place, but everyone looks to have got round Redgate and Hollywood safely. But it's John Ingram, there just ain't no stopping him at the moment. Jenny Tinmouth in second, Kyle Wilks in third, Crowe fourth, Clark fifth, Waghorn sixth, and then it's Barnes, and that's Danny Murphy in eighth, ahead of the reigning champion Peter Baker under Starkey's Bridge and around McLean's. Here we go, and Phil Crowe there just seeing how things are developing in fourth place as Kyle Wilks thought about a little sneaky move up the inside of Jenny Tinmouth into McLean's. They tip into Coppice and onto the back straight. No more Dunlop Bridge, of course. Down the back straight they go into the newly named Robert Fennell, or Fennell's chicane, and Kyle Wilks does make a move by the looks of things for second place. We're looking at 71 Phil Crowe, and it is Kyle Wilks has moved up into second place, but Jenny Tinmouth winds on the power down the start-finish straight and will surely try and move back up into second into Redgate, and does so. Good move there from Jenny, so they switch places once more. And they don't want to let Ingram get away, though. I'm hearing murmurs that there's been a massive crash over at Coppice, and yes, the red flags are out. And that's Stephen Carrier that's gone down. Hopefully Stephen okay, but that's a long way to travel into Coppice, that is, to reach that restart time. And there's no Jenny Tinmouth. Jenny Tinmouth, we hear news that she's fallen on the warm-up lap. Oh no, Jenny has fallen. Hopefully she's up and okay, but that's one of the riders that we expected to see battling Ingram at the front. We've now got a 5-lap dash then, and that's not a good start, you know, from John Ingram, unlike him. And it's a very good start from Kyle Wilks that gets out front ahead of Adrian Clark. It's the Ram trying to fight back, but he's in third place, just ahead of Danny Murphy. Not a good start at all from the Ram. So a little flustered maybe. Phil Crowe just fighting through. Number 19 there, Blake Waltz. Also a decent start for him, a 21-year-old on the Kawasaki, but it is Wilks that leads from Clark, the Scotsman, and then Ingram in third. Danny Murphy has got himself into a decent position also. Number 1, 2, 3, the 21-year-old from Rochdale. Really good start then from number 32, Kyle Wilks. Just turned 19 years of age on the Bournemouth Kawasaki, also sponsored by Blink Legal. He only started racing, fully enough, when he was 16 years old, but it was on a CB 500. He didn't go for the Aprilia Super Teens, unlike his younger brother. But look how far he's come in the space of, what, 2.5 years of racing. And in the background there, John Ingram looking to pounce on the Scotsman, Adrian Clark, number 3, who just improves more and more whenever we see him. He has to come all the way down from Inverness to travel to race at Thundersport, so pretty long journeys for Adrian, but he'll go back with a smile on his face if he can stay in second. But he was almost out of the saddle there. Major moment, and that's allowed John Ingram to close up. Further behind, Crowe has gone ahead of Danny Murphy, who's fighting back on the Superstock machine. But Kyle Wilks, well, this is interesting. Remember, it's only a 5-lap dash, a really quick race. John Ingram now has pushed through to second place, though. And you know what? Despite the fact that Ingram is favourite to win this race, he's got a lot on here to catch and hunt down Kyle Wilks. I'd say that's as good as a 1.5 second lead, 2 seconds maybe, that Kyle Wilks has got there on the Superstock machine. And number 56, the 37-year-old from Wigan, John Ingram, looking to catch Wilks. Clark thought about a little move again there to move back up into second place, but doesn't manage it, so he stays in third, ahead of Danny Murphy and Phil Crow. Wilks it is across the line that still leads. Just a couple of laps remaining in this one. Remember, we started this race and it got red flag due to an incident involving Stephen Carrier. We can tell you that he's just gone to the medical centre. He is okay, but it looks as though he might have damaged a few ribs there. We'll have to keep you updated at Snetterton the next round. There's number 76, that's Jason Bayard. A bit further back, a rider from Kings Lynn. But it's the gap at the front that we want to keep an eye on. And yeah, Ingram is now just pulling him in. He is pulling him in, and the inevitable surely about to happen. Ingram on the faster of the two machines. Ingram's been faster lap time-wise all weekend. He's far more experienced than the 19-year-old up ahead of him, but Kyle, you can't take anything away from him. It's a good effort from him. There's Mark Pennington, 29-year-old on the MP Racing Kawasaki, just having a bit of fun further back. And here comes Ingram. He's going to pounce, you know. Kyle Wilks leads, but he's on super stock machinery, and here comes the GP1. It's the tuned power bike, effectively, of John Ingram. And, well, he's not made it easy, but he does go into the lead through Redgate, and surely that's it now. Oh, he's out of the seat, and Wilks is also out of the seat. They're both fighting for it. You know, Wilks isn't going to give this up. The 19-year-old has seen the 37-year-old go through. John Ingram, more experienced, but here comes Kyle Wilks. He is looking for this win. It would be some win from here if he was to be able to take it, but John Ingram looks set to take another victory in the GP1s. His lap time suggests he should be able to pull a gap on Kyle Wilks, but Wilks is not giving up. And John Ingram can't keep the front wheel down on that Pallet Suzuki. Further back we see Ian Mackman there, former Superstock champion, going through ahead of Jordan Watling there, number 95, but down into the chicane, and Wilks makes a move. Great stuff from Kyle Wilks, the 19-year-old. And as they come onto the start-finish straight, the last lap flag will be shown, and they are side by side. John Ingram has got his work cut out from the young pretender. Number 32, Kyle Wilks, is having none of it. If you want to win this race, John, you're going to have to work for it, and Ingram really is working for it. They are pushing the machines to the limits down through Craners. Still very cold conditions, but it's Wilks that leads. Ingram's going to have a look through into Old Hairpin. No, not this time. Doesn't work out. There's only a couple more places that he can do it. Look at the power of that Suzuki as they try and lift up through Schwartz curve. He's looking for a way through, but Kyle is defending his lines really well here on the Bournemouth Kawasaki. Can Ingram find a way past? If he's going to do it, it's got to be on the back straight now. He gets some okay drive onto the back straight. He's got to get tucked up into the slipstream now. Kyle Wilks holding on. He's not going to do it, you know. I think Kyle Wilks has got this one. He's just got to make it through the final chicane, and this is an epic win, you know. He's taken a scalp there, checkered flag out, and a win to Kyle Wilks. A fabulous win at that. John Ingram pulls up alongside, and he's going to come up and congratulate him, you know, and that is the sportsman inside him. The experienced man says, well done, kid. That was a race and a half, and Kyle Wilks will remember that for some time to come. He wins on Superstock Machinery ahead of Ingram. Danny Murphy takes a solid third, Clark fourth, Phil Crow fifth, and John Waghorn taking sixth spot. And there is Ingram. He wins the GP1 race ahead of Adrian Clark and Phil Crow. And in the Superstocks, it's Wilks, Danny Murphy, and John Waghorn. Winning the Clubman 1000 Cup there, number 72, Shea Burton. Let's have a look at the points then as we head into Snet. Close stuff. Phil Crow, 2010 champion, has a lead over John Waghorn and John Ingram.
Winner of the Superstock Thousands, Kyle Wilks. You qualified fourth on the grid, and now you're a winner overall of the race. How do you feel?
Yeah, good. I mean, unfortunately, there's a red flag again at the beginning. It's just so cold, but the shortened 5-lap race benefited me, so I could get out in front, and these guys didn't have time to warm up their slicks. So yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Well done. Any sponsors to thank?
Yeah, ESC again. Dale's here from ESC supporting us this weekend. Glenside Finance, obviously Bournemouth Kawasaki, and all my family as well.
And winner of the Thundersport GP1s, yet again, John Ingram. You're having a good weekend here, and you've also got the lap record here in your class. you must be pleased with all of this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a good weekend all round. I mean, hats off then to young Carl. He's on a super stock bike. He rode a terrific race and actually finished, you know, just in front of us. Well, it was a very difficult race, that one, obviously, because someone came off. It was split over the two legs and everyone's tyres went cold. We did get 2 warm-up laps, but the slick tyres are so difficult to get the heat back in. You know, it takes a good 3, 4, 5 laps in these conditions, but just happy to, you know, bring it home. We're getting the wins. You know, we can't ask any more than that. A good weekend.
Exactly. Any sponsors to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Fred and Dennis Pallet. They've been good all weekend. We've got a few more people come on board this weekend to help us. Morello Services for the TT efforts, Gadget Box for his TT help, and anyone else that's helped us. We've had a great weekend.
Thanks very much, John. Well, that's it from us here at Donington Park. We're off to Norfolk for Snetterton, round 3 of Thundersport Elite. Thanks for joining us.